guys, it's Miss Starks here with week 13, and I wanted to share with you a few helpful ideas to help you teach this week to your kiddos at home, as well as some links to some videos and books that have helped me this week. So let's jump in. Let's start with math. Now, most students are already very familiar with the idea of what a gallon is. However, most students don't have a mental picture already of cup, pint, and quart. So, to help us this week, what I thought would work well is using these Unifix cubes. Now, one Unifix cube is going to represent an 8-ounce cup. A good way to help your kiddo remember how many ounces are in a cup is to ask them the question, what did you do with what was in the cup? I ate it. Okay, so 8 ounces in a cup, I ate what was in the cup. So 1 cup is 8 ounces. When you have 2 cups, you have a pint. Now here's a fun fact. As we go forward through pint and gallon, it's actually in alphabetical order. So that may help your student if they're good with alphabetical order. So 2 cups is a pint. Now, when I have 2 pints, I have a quart. Okay? And when I have 4 quarts, it makes a gallon. So especially with our foundation students, I think that having a visual like these Unifix cubes is going to help them really reinforce the idea of cup, pint, quart, and gallon. Okay, let's jump into English. What we did this week were some helpful hand motions to help us remember these compound prepositions. First one is according to, like you're listening to someone tell you something according to what they said, according to. Next one is going to be in addition to. Just do an addition sign. In addition to. Third is except for. Okay, so just mark it out. Except for. Next is going to be in front of and out of. Okay, so you get a little movement in there. Last is going to be instead of. So almost like you're trading. I would like ice cream instead of broccoli. Okay, so instead of. All right, let's jump right up into our history timeline. Okay, age of exploration. Look at your watch. Age of exploration. Okay, like you're exploring. Next, we're going to go to Prince Henry founds the School of Navigation. Let's do a sign language H. Prince Henry founds the School of Navigation. Okay. Slave trade in Africa. We're going to cross our hands and go back and forth as if we're on a ship. And as we study this week Africa and the Atlantic Ocean, you can even talk to your students about the importance of the transatlantic slave trade. So a slave trade in Africa. Next is going to be Gutenberg's printing press. Sign language G, sign language for machine. Gutenberg's printing press. Then we're going to go to Songhai in Africa. It's in Western Africa. So W for Western. Songhai in Africa. Songhai in Africa. Okay, Tsar Ivan the Great of Russia. We're going to do our I, and again across the body showing royalty. Tsar Ivan the Great of Russia. This is sign language for Russia. And last but not least, the Spanish Inquisition. So you want an ASL X, you're going to hold it like this, flip it up. Spanish Inquisition. You're gathering people to inquisit them. That's a word. Okay, so moving on to history. Now, before I jump into this, I want to show you a couple of books and resources that helped us this week. Chapter 12, Story of the World. I highly recommend you get this book if you've not already. And then this one, Ancient Civilizations. This book is awesome because it has lots of pictures. You're going to want to go to the part on Egypt and how Egypt conquered Nubia, changing the name to Kush. So that's all in this book. And I can link those in the bottom of the show notes. Okay, so the Kush mined gold. The Kush mined gold along the Nile River. When you're mining gold in a river, you're panning, you're shaking it. So the Kush mined gold along the Nile River from 2000 BC to AD 350. The Berbers. Now I'm doing this because Berbers are a people in northern Africa that live in tents, even still today. So the Berbers traded gold, iron, show me an iron weapon, iron and salt in the desert where it's hot. Okay, so one more time. The Kush mined gold along the Nile River from 2000 BC to AD 350. The Berbers traded gold, iron, and salt in the desert. Okay, let's go over here to geography. We have our Atlantic Ocean. Atlantic Ocean, A is right next to Africa, A. So Atlantic, Africa, that may be helpful. Senegal River. When you're looking at your map, your Senegal River looks like a backwards C. Senegal, C. Okay, Niger River. One of my children said the Niger River looks like a tiger. So maybe Niger, tiger. Look at it and see if your kid thinks it looks like a tiger getting ready to jump. Sahara Desert, of course, covers the top of Africa, and the Ivory Coast is going to be our only country on the map. So hopefully they should remember that without much help. Okay, let's go to science. This was our favorite part this week, and I will link a couple of videos that we use to teach this concept of the layers of the earth. But one of our favorite things we did was we actually made an edible layers of the earth project, which I think your kiddos would enjoy as well. So here she is in all of her glory. Okay, so we have the outer crust of the earth is magic shell chocolate. Our mantle, which is the thickest layer, is lots of rocks or Rice Krispies that we made from Rice Krispie treats. The outer core is a nice gooey marshmallow, and the inner core is a nice gummy bear. Okay, so this was a lot of fun to make, and it really helps reinforce the layers of the earth, and it's delicious. All right, guys, I hope that I have helped you out this week. Thanks so much for watching. See you later.